You are live. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Beat Glenn, my name's Glenn. I like to share with you what I learn in the world of crypto as I go through it. So I don't know how well this is going to work because I'm currently staying in a travel lodge and connected to their Wi-Fi, and it's pretty shit. So hence it won't stream from my computer. So I don't know how well it's going to work on my phone. But what I'm planning to do is to show you guys. Julian says, yo, hello mate, hope you're well. I'm hoping to show you guys where you can get a free sort of $1,000 worth of cryptocurrency. You can actually do this from your phone, but I'm going to do it from a laptop. So what I'll do is I'll flip the camera around and hopefully, fingers crossed, we can do this. Apparently the Ethereum fees are really high at the moment, and it's having a lot of issues with pending transactions. So we're going to go through this journey together. So this may not work. And because obviously I'm live streaming, I'm pretty much sure it won't work. It'll work the second I come off this live stream. So let's go over to my laptop. And the first thing you're going to want to do is, if you've ever used Uniswap before, so if you've ever traded tokens on Uniswap at all, you can claim 400 free Uniswap tokens, or Uni as they've abbreviated it. So the first thing you're going to want to do is obviously search for Uniswap. I've got it saved as one of my favorites at the top, and it will load up with this page. You want to click on Launch App, and at some point you want to pair your MetaMask wallet to it. So this is the wallet that I always recommend that you use. It's probably the best wallet for any Ethereum based transactions that you're doing. And at the top here, you'll see this button that says 400 Uni. Now, if you've got an iOS device, you can actually download the MetaMask wallet, and that will allow you to view this Uniswap through a browser, through their browser installed in the app, and you can actually claim it that way. You can click claim. I tried earlier, but it wouldn't let me do it. So let's click on this Uni tab here, and you'll see that it says your Uni breakdown, 400 tokens, balance 400, unclaimed 0, and the price is currently $3.56. That's gone up quite a bit since I've been sitting there fiddling, because that was at $3.40 a minute ago. So it's on the way up, which is good. So let's click on it, and we're going to click claim. Uniswap liquidity mining. Deposit your liquidity provider tokens to receive Uni, the Uniswap protocol governance token. So we don't want to do that. We want to actually claim our free tokens. We want to claim the free ones. So where? Rewards begin in 4 hours 19 minutes. So this is new, actually. This went on here earlier. Oh, anyway, I viewed it from an iPhone, and it just said click claim. It's not under this settings, is it? Claim UNI. Enter the Ethereum address. So I'm going to click on my MetaMask. We're going to copy to clipboard my Ethereum address on my MetaMask, and we're going to paste it here. Oh, it says, oh, maybe I've already claimed it. Claim UNI. Let's have a little look at the Uni. I want the address, really, the contract address. Maybe that means I've already claimed it this morning. I did try and claim them, and it just kept saying pending. It never actually went through, so maybe it caught up with itself and finally went through. Let's go over to CoinGecko. So if that is the case, then once again, live stream shows me up. Let's search for Uni. Oh, Uni. Oh, it's up to 358 now. Let's go to etherscan.io. So Etherscan is a website where you can check all the contract addresses for any ERC20 type token, which means pretty much every single coin on the coin market cap almost. So we're going to copy this address and we're going to add this as a token to see if it's actually in there. So add token. Let's paste that. Oh no, we want to go custom. Paste that. Uni, 18 decimal places. Oh yeah, I've already got it. There you go. Well, I've added it on there anyway. So apparently now they're worth $1,400, which is good news. So this is what I wanted to talk to you guys about today, actually. If you want to, you can go over to either Binance because they listed it straight away, or you can actually swap it. Swap 400 uni. Let's see what it's worth. It's worth 3.6 Ethereum at the moment. Let's approve uni. So now you've got the coins. Obviously, if you did click that claim process, you copy and pasted your address in there, you'd be up to the same stage I am. So it's approved uni on Uniswap, which is happy days. And what we want to do is get some Ethereum. Now, once you've got this Ethereum, this is entirely up to you. Obviously, I'm not giving any financial advice, but if you did ever think about joining in with the Ether Homes token, the token that I've created, so let's have a little look at that page now. You'll see that there's actually 28,085 tokens sold. So let's see if you can see that. 28,000 tokens sold, 13 addresses with 18 different transfers. If we click holders, you'll see here that that's me, number one, and I've bought 7,500. I didn't want to be the majority shareholder, actually. I would have wanted several other people, but this has worked out quite nicely. I've got 26%, the next person's got 25, then the next one after that is 17. So you've got a few people there that hold similar amounts of the coin to me, which is what I wanted, actually. I didn't want to be one person that could dictate the program one way or the other in terms of the coin and the price and the dumping of it and stuff like that. So I wanted it all nice and spread out, so you know it would have to be a collection of people to do stuff like that. So we have here 28,000 tokens sold. Now, Ether Homes, the token, currently for every one Ethereum that you put into the smart contract, you get a 2,500 home tokens. But if you deposit more than 2 Ethereum, you actually get 10% bonus. You would actually get your usual 5,000, but you'd get 5,500. So you can see here that to be a big player in the home token environment, it would actually only take about 3 or 4 Ethereum, which coincidentally is exactly what you've just got gained for free today with these uni tokens. So if you wanted to, you could be one of the largest holders of uni token by converting your uni into Ethereum and then sending Ethereum to this address here. We're going to go over to www.ether-homes.com and we're going to go down halfway from the page, and you'll see here it says smart contract address for pre-sale. You can copy and paste this address, and whatever Ethereum wallet it is that you have, you want to send it Ethereum. So let's just say, for example, I send this to this address here, paste, and we're going to send it, let's say I send it 0.05 Ethereum. So this is $19 worth, which is probably about £15 worth. I'm gonna, oh Jesus Christ, the transaction fees to do one of those, to do a $19 transfer, it's currently $20 in fees, or $16.89. So actually this would cost me all in total about $37. So that is very high for that sum of money. Usually it's only like $1 or $2. So, and then that's it. You would send it and you will automatically receive home tokens. So if I show you my MetaMask wallet, as I drag down, you can see here 7,500 home token. So the smart contract is working, it's all legit. There's a vault, so I don't actually receive your Ethereum personally myself. It actually goes into a vault, and once the project hits its soft cap, which is 120 Ethereum, a lot of you have been messaging me asking like what percentage are you through the sale and stuff like that. Cadet says, hi man, hello mate, hope you're well. Yeah, the token so far, the soft cap is 120 Ethereum. So far we have about 13 Ethereum, so we're 10% of the way through it. So if you really like the idea of Ether homes, if you really like the idea of the Ether home idea, the project, the concept, Julian said, I tried buying home tokens with the minimum gas fees. Yeah, you might as well, because the tokens, once they're in your wallet, you can't do anything with them. So what I mean by that is, you see here where it says 7,500 home tokens, you can't send them, you can't do anything with them. And that is because the smart contract, that's one of its stipulations. You receive them in your wallet, so you know, oh, okay, I've just received something for my Ethereum, but you can't do anything with it yet. That is because the project doesn't officially go live until it hits its soft cap, which is 120 Ethereum, and the 24th of September. So that is exactly 1 week today. I think it's 1 week today. Let me have a look at the diary. Yes, it is. It's exactly 1 week today. So on the 10th at 10 a.m. on next Thursday, that will be the end of the sale. So if it doesn't hit 120 Ethereum, then project doesn't, it's a no-go. Everyone that's put Ethereum into it will receive their Ethereum back one way or the other. If the smart contract doesn't automatically refund it, I personally will pay the fees to make sure everyone gets all their money back. Or we do hit the soft cap. So we have a big spike of interest in the next week. A lot of people have been messaging me throughout this whole process. Maybe I should have done it over longer than a month. I've gave myself quite a short period of time to start a project, start a company, and try and raise the funds for it. Maybe I should have done it over a bit longer, but I don't know. I think that if people honestly thought, oh, I can see this being something, they would have invested in it by now. You know, in the time that I've done this project, actually thinking about it, Ethereum has dropped from $1.450 or $480 down to about $320, something like that, $350. So it's all of a sudden it was $100 cheaper than it was. So, and that, obviously that's in percentage terms, would be something like 20 to 30% it's dropped, I suppose. Which means it's cheaper for you guys. You know, if you want to get involved in Ether homes and you thought, well, I only want to chuck 50 quid at it, or it means you could have got more tokens for your money. Or if you thought, I want to buy a select amount of tokens, it would have been cheaper to buy them. So that's happened. And now today, everyone has received $1,000 for free, essentially. Which, you know, I posted out there that if everyone done what I've just shown you guys, if you swap your uni tokens, which currently fluctuating in price, at one point they did go up to $4, but then they've dropped back down to, at one point, I think $2.50, and I think now they're up to $3.50. So it's probably going to go up and down, and it's only a governance token with a 1 billion circulating supply. So I can't imagine it going up much more than it's already at. Maybe it'll go up to $5 one day, but you know, I think it's at its peak interest today. So yeah, you could cash out, and you could, you know, you don't have to put all of it in there, but I reckon that if 10 or 15 of you watch this and you think, I really like that home token idea, then you could cash out that free money that you got and send the smart contract free Ethereum, which would get you 7,500 plus the 10%. So it would actually get you about 8,250. And you will instantly become the largest shareholder of Ether home tokens, which means that you would own a largest share of properties that obviously I'm going to purchase. So the reason I haven't done as many live videos lately is that I've actually been driving around viewing houses. I've been up north. This is up north for me for the last 3 days, and I've currently viewed a lot of properties, and I had an opportunity come up, oddly enough. So with the first property that I've shown you guys, the letting agent actually said to me, through conversation, I said, oh, if you ever get any landlords that want a quick sale, they're fed up of being a landlord or whatever, something's happened in their life and they want to get rid of their properties really quickly, give me a call. And I got a phone call 2 days ago saying exactly that. One of the landlords actually passed away, and his family, they just want a quick sale. And the letting agent company director rang me up, and he said, hi Glenn, I've got this property. Properties along that road have sold for about 130,000. But this property, he said, it's all done up quite fairly nicely. He said, but the family want a quick sale. You can have it for 85 if you want to purchase it, if you want to come look at it. And I said, oh, right. And I was a bit skeptical. You know, when someone sort of throws you a bone and you're thinking like, how am I going to get stung with this? I sort of said to him, like, Paul, what, if you don't mind me asking, I said, you must have opportunities like this come up all the time. Why don't you buy it yourself? And he said that the person that passed away was a personal friend of his. He used to play golf with him, and he knows his family, he knows his children. And he said the money that go from the sale of this house is going to his wife and kids, the person who passed away. And he said it would be very unethical for me to buy the property at a discounted price for personal gain when I know the family personally myself. But I've spoken to them about it, and they said, oh, if you know anyone who would want to, purchase it quickly, then, you sell it, whatever. So he contacted me, and that's just because I put my name out there. I said, if anything comes up, let me know. And it must have stayed fresh in his mind, and he's gave me a call. I've viewed it today, and I've said, yep, I want it. So he's willing to sell me the property for 85,000. I'm going to go in there, probably only need between 5 and 10 grand to renovate it, to make it look really like plush and modern. And hopefully it's going to be revalued at 100 and probably 20 to 130,000. Obviously, I always tried to be a bit skeptical. But a property did sell there for 130,000 December 2019. So literally 8 months ago. So you've got to say that's what it's worth. And at the moment, properties are booming. So I reckon I could probably get away with more, maybe 145. But I'm basing all my figures off 120. So essentially then, just through a conversation and being in the right place at the right time, I might have made 45 grand. So these are opportunities. And a lot of people have said to me, oh, Glenn, with Ether Homes, what property are you going to buy first? And, oh, we should have voting rights. And we use the token as a governance token. And I've sort of said in the past, you need to be in the right place at the right time, and you need to be willing to make quick decisions. And that is one. That is one exact prime example. If I sort of said, yeah, I'm really interested, but I've got to create a voting campaign for 28,000 token holders, Can I get back to you in a week or two's time? And people are, oh, what? How much does it rent for? And how much would it be worth? And how much? Who's going to renovate it? I want to do the plumbing work myself. And you start getting all these, like questions thrown at you. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. So that is why when I created the token, I wanted to be a shareholder with the right to manage the company how I want to run it. But obviously people that buy the token will own a share of the company. So they will have a share of the assets. Obviously they have to trust that I'm going to steer the company in the right direction, which I'm financially incentivized to do so. But this is how all companies work. Tesla hope that Elon Musk's act responsibly and doesn't go off the handles and invest all the money into some crazy project or something. All the big CEOs of the world, they all have to hit targets and do what's right for the shareholders. And my company would be no different. So if you own Ether Home tokens, which there are 28,000 out there now, they're in people's wallets. Soon as it hits the 24th, if we hit a soft cap, which means that it'd probably be about 280,000 tokens, so still quite a low supply coin at that point. That means you own a share of whatever portfolio I create using the funds that are raised from this pre-sale. So this pre-sale that is going to happen, obviously, for the next 7 days. Really, it's 6 days because today's almost over. And the token ends, the pre-sale ends at 10 a.m. next Thursday. So I don't know if you can consider obviously next Thursday a full day. Well, I don't. So yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting to see. I mean, if people watching this are interested and you used Uniswap in the last 2 months, you're probably entitled to claim 400 Uniswap tokens for free. And if you sell them for Ethereum right now through Uniswap, they're currently worth 3.6 Ethereum. That would give you 10,000 home tokens. I would need for this pre-sale to be a success, I'm going to say, how many people's that? That would be 10,000 tokens. I need 300,000. We've already sold 28,000, so it'd be 270. So 27 of you. So if 27 of you do that, some of you may even want to put your own Ethereum into it. Then the project's a go. The project's hit its pre-sale target. It's hit its time target. The tokens are in people's wallets. At that point, they will be live. You will be able to transfer them, sell them, send them wherever you want to any Ethereum address. That's 10 a.m. next Thursday. If you hold them, you will own a share of a company called Ether Homes Limited, which is registered in the UK. And any assets that company holds on its books, starting with a property that I will buy. I have got a couple in mind already that I've seen in the last week or so that would be ideal for this project. So I already have houses lined up, ready to go for this project. All I need to do is see if it hits its soft cap. If it hits its soft cap, the funds will become available to me on September the 24th at 10 a.m. They can go from the vault and I will have access to them in an Ethereum wallet. It wouldn't be through MetaMask, it'd actually be through a more secure Ethereum wallet that I don't want to share with people for obvious reasons. And I'll be able to cash that Ethereum out or potentially leverage it so that I can go and purchase the very first property for Ether Homes. So literally within the space of, I would say, by, what should we say? I would say if the project hits its soft cap by next Thursday, Ether Homes will have a property registered to it within 6 weeks from that date. So probably by the end of October, maybe beginning of November, it will have its first property registered to the company. And I reckon we can then go in and renovate the property, which would probably need about 12 grand. You would need about a 20 grand deposit. Obviously, if I raise 120 Ethereum, that equates to about 35 grand. So that would give me all the funds I need to purchase and renovate the property. And yeah, I think the property would be worth 75, 80,000 after. I can remortgage it and get all the money back out and then go and buy the second one. So then you're talking probably January time, there'd be a second property registered to Ether Homes Limited in the UK. And if you own a token of Ether Homes, you own a share of any assets under that company. So at that point, it would be 2 properties. If I buy a third one, say by March, you then own a share of 3 properties in the UK. If I buy a fourth one, someone posted an article in my Telegram group chat, which you can be a part of. The name for that is Team Bitglen, saying how tokenized assets haven't really taken off in properties, which I sort of understand. So that's what that means, is that people have raised funds to buy, like, say, a big skyscraper, or there was a particular one in Manhattan, like a big skyscraper. Say it was like, I don't know, £10 million. They raised 10 million tokens, sold them all for $1. So essentially it becomes a stable coin, because each token represents whatever that property is worth, and you own a share of that property. But they haven't really taken off, and that's because there's no speculation to be had in the token. They're essentially stable coins, and we've seen obviously that cryptocurrencies is a traders-led market. Were you able to collect? Are you talking about the Uniswap? Yes, I've got the Uniswap tokens in my wallet. Kevin says, hey buddy. Paid says, if I am a resident of America, can I participate? 3 days later, it still hadn't confirmed. I tried home tokens with minimum gas fees. Geez, yeah, Ethereum is really bogged down at the moment. Obviously, that's nothing to do with me personally, but yeah, it is annoying. Congrats. Yeah, cheers, mate. Some people gained some crazy numbers of those Uniswap tokens. For people that have been providing liquidity for Uniswap, people that have been creating pools. I saw one person got like $1.5 million worth of unicoins absolutely for free. So good for him. What was I saying before that? So yeah, these tokenized properties that many have tried to do, they essentially are stable coins. So there's no advantage on holding the tokens apart from the fact of saying, oh, I own some of that company, or some of that property, but it's only one property. It's not. With my coin, you are investing in a company that purchases properties. So if, say, in 10 years' time, the company has 10 properties, you own a percentage of 10 properties, not just 1, 10. A lot of people get confused because they always say, oh, this token, how much percentage of the house will it have? Well, that's hard to say, because it depends how many tokens are created, and then obviously, so I don't know that figure. I won't know that figure until September the 24th if we hit the soft cap. And also, how many properties are there going to be? So if you own 10% of the company, if you like, which you can quite easily do at the moment, I mean, it would only take you probably about, I don't know, 5 Ethereum, and you would own 10% of the company, and anything that I purchase with the company's money. You could own 10% of 5 properties, you know, in the next year or and a half. Now, that means that if the same logic applies like the stable coins for tokenized assets, really that token should be worth what the 10 properties combined are worth. So think about that. That's what a token should be worth. So let's just say you had 10% of the total supply of coins. All the coins combined create 100% of the company, and the company owns 5 assets that have 100 grand equity in each. That's 500 grand. Now, if there's only 300,000 tokens created, then they should be worth whatever that is, whatever math that is, like £1.30 each or something like that. So yeah, it should have that trader's speculation in there, because even if you just follow the model of, well, if you know, all the tokens equate to this much assets, well, if the assets keep going up, like if you keep accumulating more of them, then the token should keep going up. And obviously when things go up and down in price, then people start saying, oh look, there's a teacup handle pattern forming in Ether home token, and then you've got speculation then, and then you've got people just buying it just because they think it's going to go up that week, or and that's great, because that means you've got the opportunity to own some properties in the UK. You've got a chance for the token to go up and down in value. Obviously, I'm not making any promises of what it will be worth. All I know is I won't sell mine. So at the moment, I'm the majority, like the biggest wow in the group, if you like. And I won't be selling any of mine. But saying that, it would only take someone sort of free Ethereum to come in and boom, they'll be the largest shareholder. So a lot of you that are watching this, if you got your 400 free uni tokens, I would imagine most of you are going to sell them, and then you're going to put it straight into something like, I don't know, Wi-Fi, sushi. You're going to probably put it on Fimex or Bitfinex, and you're going to speculate on the price of Bitcoin going up or down, and you're probably going to lose most of that money. Or you could invest in a company. I wonder why it was cold. Windows wide open. A company that I've created personally, that I've put my name and reputation to. I've put my own money into it. I didn't do any pre-sale, pre-funding. I created the website. I developed the smart contract and the way that it was laid out. So yeah, I've put money to this project already. Thanks for the co-vesting video. Really enjoyed that. Yeah, co-vesting. If you're not a big trader like me, co-vesting can be really good, because you can essentially stake some Bitcoin and let other people do all the hard work for you. I had about 12% profit over the course of 2 weeks, but I only put in about $10 worth of Bitcoin or something like that. So I wish I'd obviously put in more. You could always think, oh, I could have put one whole Bitcoin on that and I would have gained 10% within a week. But then it could go the other way. You could lose 10% and you'd be gutted. So yeah, that's is there any questions regarding, I made 20% in 15 minutes. Jesus. Julian's absolutely killing it. And you're worried about the Ethereum fees to buy some Ether home tokens. So yeah, anyone got any questions regarding Ether homes or the home token? Anyone not sure how to do it? You've only got 6 days, well, essentially 5.5 days if you want to get involved. On 10 quid though. Okay, fair enough. Maybe you should worry about their fees. Yeah, I really hope that this Ether Homes takes off, because I know I would make it a success. I know that I would make the business a success. I know it. I know with the bottom of my heart, because I'm doing it already, but through another business that I've created that is just with me and my friend. And he's not helping me at all. And we started off with 7 grand. So if I always think, God, imagine if I had 30, 40 grand. Now, a lot of people would turn around and say, how are you meant to buy a house and renovate it with 30 grand? That's not enough. Well, I started with 7. So if I had 30, 40, it would move me a lot faster. I would get to where I want to go a lot faster. And you guys would be on that ride with me and obviously have a share in that. Obviously, and then when the tax returns are done, normally sort of around April time, you have all the way up until January to submit your final tax returns. Obviously, the profits from said properties, all the rental income that they make a month, will be shared out with token holders in whatever way they decide to receive them, whether that's Bitcoin, Ethereum, an Ether Home token burn, or staking. I was looking into a project the other day, what was it? And they've literally just changed, library. I don't know if you guys remember, there was like library, which is going to be sort of a YouTube killer, if you like. There's been quite a few of them. And you can upload your whole library of videos straight to library, and they pay you in, is it library token, LBY, or whatever it was? I can't remember what their token's called. Might be library. Anyway, they just said, they sent an email out saying, we are completely restructuring, LBC, yeah. We're restructuring completely how you receive LBC reward tokens and how people can use them to vote and stuff like that. And I thought, people were slating me because I said, your shareholders, you have the right to vote how you want to receive dividends. And people are like, I need to know, before I invest, I need to know, how am I going to receive the dividends? Am I going to receive it in Ethereum? What day is it going to be on? And da-da-da-da. But some of these projects, they're not even giving people the choice. They're just like, yeah, we've decided to do it like this. So essentially it's a company, but you own nothing of it. You own nothing of the company, the token. All you're buying is the token, you're hoping it goes up in price, and then you sell it, which most of you won't, because most of you will follow the general emotional ride of trading, which means that as soon as it starts to dip below what you paid for it, you then get scared and you want to break even, so then you sell it at a loss, and then you buy it once it starts pumping back up again. I know this by personal experience. I'm not talking from a place of I'm better than you, you guys all follow the stupid strategy, I'm so clever, you can buy my trading course for £10 a video or whatever. I know exactly how you feel, and you sit there and you think, is this against me? Like, is everyone else getting this wrong or right, or is it just me? Like, I feel like Bitcoin is against me, because I'm trading it and I'm doing all the right things, I'm looking for triangles and everything like that, and it still doesn't happen. So I know exactly how it feels, and that is why I don't do it, because I just lose money on it. And even recently I said in a video, I bought YFFI token, buy low, sell high. Yeah, I bought that token and I bought it at the price of, I think, $130, and then it dipped. And when it dipped down to, I'm going to say, $60. And I thought, shit, it's just halved. And I had a look and it had done it previously. And I thought, right, my gut instinct is to sell the token while I've still got some profit. But then I thought, you know what? I'm going to do the opposite. So I actually, when it dipped that low, I bought more. I bought 500 more or something like that, £500 worth more. And then it dipped even further. I thought, shit, that's dumped even more. So I bought some more. I bought some when it was at $40, or I think it went down to like I think it was about $42. And then it went all the way back up to 120. So obviously on some of my coins, at that point I was triple my money. Obviously on some of them I was, say, double, and on the other ones I broke even. So I thought, oh, I'm glad I did the opposite to what my... And then since then, I mean, I haven't touched it since. I think now it's at like $50 again, and I was thinking, ooh, should I buy back in? Everyone's dumping it. But then I thought, nah, it seems like a lot of those YF tokens now, the hype has died down, so they're starting to dwindle away. I'm sure they'll come back again with a vengeance, but they seem to be dwindling down now, which is, I think, good news, because they were raising way too much money too quick. But this is what I was saying previously. People will just invest in these coins that have no backing, they have no legitimacy, they have no security, and people will buy them just because they think later on today I'll be able to sell them for more. My tokens was climbing 6 hours ago. It is normal. Yeah, I mean, if you're really good at trading, then you can spot these patterns. You know how to fight your emotions, what your brain's telling you, and the signals that you're receiving. But it's not for me. It's too much like gambling. It's too similar to gambling. And I know well, not everything, but I know a lot about gambling. So yeah, for me, it's all just about Bitcoin, Ethereum, and obviously Ether homes. And you might say, well, that's very hypocritical for you to say that buying these altcoins is gambling, but then you're promoting an altcoin yourself. But my one is actually a security token, and I've been very open about that from the beginning. And not many, actually, a lot of people are trying to hide the fact that their coin's actually a security. So they know it is a security token. They know exactly what their coin is, but they will deny it and they will hide it because they know what the implications could be later down the line. Especially if you're a creator of a token in America. A lot of companies or people that are coming out and saying, yes, we are offering a STO, they're not in America. I've seen a few of these, and I've seen a few of them discuss. I think actually Chris from, I think his name's Chris from TrustSwap. That's quite a big project at the moment, quite a lot of hype around it. I saw a conversation. It said, oh, you're offering people free airdrops, which means you're an STO. Which means you can get sued by America or something. And he was like, no, I'm Canadian. We're not promising anyone anything. And he just lists off a list of reasons why his token wasn't a security. And he said, we're not on any exchanges that are for Americans. We're only on Uniswap. And I thought, God, even he's getting it. And that's a big multi-million. They've raised millions they've raised. So whoever invested in it, like tens of thousands of dollars or pounds, they must say, are you an STO or should we worry about this? Nah, be all right. I'm Canadian. Don't worry about it. Claiming. My tokens was claiming 6 hours ago. Is it normal? Yeah, well, I did mine this morning off my phone. And it just said pending, and I left it and I went, I've been out all day. I did that about 9 this morning, and now it's, I assume, 9 at night. I don't know what time it is now. So at some point today, my tokens went through. Process was pretty easy. It's worth doing. It's like, at the minute, it's like $1,400. 10 o'clock in Spain. Yes, it must be about 9 here, surely. So there you have it. For everyone that's watching, I hope you guys can all smash that like button for me. I got a blister on my thumb, actually. That is from cleaning windows, believe it or not. The property that I've currently got is being shown around for viewings. So this property is now on Rightmove. You can view it. I don't know if I should give the address out online to the world, but it's up for $450 a month. Hugh Morgan says, Glenn, have you thought about creating a brand new crypto exchange from scratch? The only physical thing to worry about would probably be the server. No, I have no expertise in creating a exchange at all. I've only just figured out how to copy and paste ERC27 jargon to create a smart contract. So yeah, I don't think I'll be creating an exchange anytime soon. Love the idea though, love the enthusiasm. Yeah, so I cleaned all the windows and doors, and I've cut the grass, and I had to get rid of a load of rubbish that was at the side of the property, ready for people to view it tomorrow. But the property that I have already, bearing in mind this is through a separate company that I'm running, not through Ether Homes, which obviously if Ether Homes hits its soft cap, that will be my 100% focus. The what was I saying? The letting agents have said to me, Glenn, we're putting the property on Rightmove for like 2 days, and then we take it off, and then we put it back on again, and then wait 2 days and take it off. And I said, why? Why would you do that? And he was like, we've had 200 inquiries for renting your property, and for each inquiry that comes through, we have to try and vet those people. And he said it's just impossible. So what we're doing is we're picking what we've vetting the best clients that we would feel suit that property. He said, and then we're putting it back on again, and we're getting another couple of hundred inquiries, and then we take it off again. And I was like, bloody hell. And he said, there's so much demand for rental properties at the moment. It's sky high. He said, I've never seen it this busy. So there you go. That's so much for the recession in the UK. Property prices are booming as well. Everyone's paying over the odds for properties at the minute, which means we're probably due for a crash next year. And a lot of people do message me saying, Glenn, why are you trying to create a property purchasing company? Property prices are going to crash next year. Well, I've heard that every single year for about 9 years. So there's always going to be a time where if you say it every year, once you're going to be right, aren't you? So when it does happen, great, thumbs up, because that means the property that I would have bought that year at 100 grand, I can now get for 80 grand. Brilliant. Like, what's the downside? That's the time when you want to buy the most properties, because give it a year or two and they're going to be back to where they were, which means you've made 20, 30 grand very quickly. So yeah, I hope that house prices go down, but at the moment they're booming. I would rather them be booming once I own 10 of them than as opposed to trying to buy 10 of them. And the same strategy as cryptocurrency. Buy them when they're low, sell when they're high. Perfect. Easy strategy to follow, you would think. So, yeah, that's my strategy. I've already got a property lined up in my head, and I've got all the figures for it. And I didn't know whether it was worth sharing it with you guys. Maybe that would whet the appetite for some people that are looking to invest. They might be like, yeah. Or I was thinking it might put people off, because they might be like, what, my token is going to be used to buy that property? Oh, I don't like the look of it. No, I'm not going to invest. I didn't know if people would be like that or not. Remember, if you own a share of something, it doesn't mean you have to use it. It doesn't mean you're going to live in it. It doesn't mean you're going to shave in it and have a bath in it. Somebody else is. Obviously, try and make it as clean and tidy as possible, because that way you're going to get the maximum rental return. But yeah, I think some people I mean, even my friend, he's looking at doing what I'm doing, but by himself. And he was talking to me about properties. Oh, it hasn't got off-road parking. And I said, right. Well, what's that? And he goes, well, how are you going to, when you drive home from work, where are you going to park your car and all that? And I was like, who says that the person living at that property is going to have a job? You don't know. What if they get the train already? They get the train every single day. They have no need for a car. What if they ride a bike? There's so many, there's so many different scenarios out there than the one you're in. But you just view houses like, how would I use this? But really, you need to think of it as just a business proposition. Where's the nearest train station? Where's the nearest bus stop? Where's the nearest supermarket? What are the school ratings like? What's this house worth once it's all done up? And how much does it rent for? Those are the questions you need to ask, not how would I live here, So yeah, I really hope that Ether Homes is a success. I would love for it to be. I've done everything in my power, I believe, to the best of my ability. I've shielded it on Twitter, Instagram, Telegram, obviously YouTube videos. I've done these YouTube live streams now, talking about it, answering every single person's question. I've replied to every single person that's sent me a question regarding Ether Homes, through Twitter, through Facebook, through Telegram. I've phoned people to help them set up MetaMask or send Ethereum to the contract address. I don't feel I could do much more unless I start paying other people that are better than me to do that sort of stuff. I've created an honest project. I've created a fair project. If it doesn't go ahead, everyone gets their money back, so there's nothing for anyone to worry about. Either you're going to receive Ethereum or Home Token. If the project hits its soft cap. If it doesn't, then you'll just get your Ethereum back. So yeah, I just feel like I couldn't have made it any simpler and easier. The only thing really I could have done is actually just release the token, like literally created 100% of the token myself, created day one and said, hey guys, this is the token. And I just talk about it every time I do a video about saying Kels. And then hopefully it picks up a bit of traction through some exchange. Someone posts it in their little speculation trading group chat, and then the price starts to pump. If it doesn't go ahead, will you have a second try? I don't know. I was actually thinking about, I was thinking about, this uni token. I thought, what a great way to get your token out there. They've give anyone who's ever used the platform 400 tokens. Now, usually that's a recipe for disaster because everyone's just going to dump their tokens. So your price is just going to go straight down the pan. But obviously that hasn't happened so far with uni. And I thought, wouldn't it be cool if, say the project doesn't go ahead, I just create a token myself, and just share it with everyone who invested. Obviously, I'll make sure they get all their Ethereum back first, but then I store their Ethereum wallet addresses and I just send them free whatever token I create, and say, here you go, you own a share of this company that I'm about to set up. Thanks for investing me at the beginning. But then obviously you're setting yourself up for expectations. And the only way I would be able to make money or raise the money to actually go and buy these properties is by waiting for the price of the token to go up and then selling it at all-time highs on top of your heads, which I don't want to do. That's exactly what I'm trying to avoid doing, because that's what all the other projects do. Can you try to give away a competition to draw in people? I could do, but the token isn't actually live yet, unless I gave away Ethereum or Bitcoin or something. But yeah, hello question. I'm trying to claim, but it asks for the Uni wallet, and the one I put in comes in not valid. Please help. It has to be a wallet address that you used with Uniswap. I think since since September, so last month. No, it's this month, isn't it? We're in September now. So if you used it in August, June, July, if you used Uniswap, you have to put in that Ethereum address. You can't just post any Ethereum address. Has to be one that has been used by Uniswap at some point. So I hope that makes sense. Any more questions about Uniswap or Home Token? Is anyone interested in Home Token? Anyone? It'd be interesting to see actually tomorrow if more people invest in it. I've had a few people say to me like, hey Glenn, I really love your project. I'm looking to put in 5 Ethereum or 3 Ethereum. And I think, God, that's going to give it a really big boost. And once people start seeing that, oh well, shit, people are investing in this, I better get involved. Then it becomes a self-fulfilling. Oh, okay. Thank you very much for your answer. Greetings from Colombia. That's all right, mate. Glad I could help in any way. Can you scale this concept to other countries? Yeah, I mean, there's no. It's just the company's registered in the UK, but a company can buy assets anywhere in the world. So I could own properties in other countries, or you could, if the project was a success, you could have like Ether Home Tokens Spain, Ether Home Tokens USA. I don't know. I don't know how that would work. But it's definitely worth a thought. There's different tax laws and stuff and things preventing you solicitor wise for buying properties from the UK in a limited company abroad. So yeah, it would be beneficial to set up company up in whatever country it is that you're buying the properties. But yeah, it's a really good question. Would I have to be employed to run this in, let's say in Netherlands? Would I have to be employed to run this in? I don't know what, this is the thing. This is why I personally wouldn't go abroad to do it. Somebody else that was quite clued up in that country. Because what are the laws? What are the lending criteria? What are the, I'd need to know all of that. Whereas I know most of the property laws and lending criterias in the UK, but I don't know anything else about Europe or America or anywhere else. But I would love to own a couple properties abroad though, even just to use them as, like Airbnb and just hire someone to just maintain it, look after it, clean it, and all of that. That would be awesome because some of the rental returns on those is really high. Any other questions before I go? Any about Ether Homes? Let's actually see if anyone's deposited any Ethereum to the smart contract while we've been on this live stream. Let's go over to Ether Homes website. So we're going to go to www.ether-homes.com. I've got home tokens in my Konomi wallet, but the balance shows as 0. Interesting. Did you add it as a custom token, Julian? I've got another question. Will you accept rent to be paid in crypto? Oh, that is a good one, actually. I would, yeah. I'd really like it to be accepted in crypto. I suppose it depends what letting agent you go through, and you specify that as a criteria. Let's have a look. Let's view this on Etherscanner. Let's have a look at the Ether Home token. So there's currently 28,085 tokens created over 13 addresses with 18 transfers. Let's click on holders. We can see here that I'm still the majority shareholder at 26%. Then the next person is 25%. But like I say, these are not huge numbers. If you literally deposit what you got from the 400 uni, which currently 400 uni tokens is worth 3.8 Ethereum, that would get you, let's do 3.8 times 2,500 would give you 9, but then we're going to plus 10% because that's the bonus you get for depositing more than 2 Ethereum. You would end up with 10,450 tokens. Now, if we times that by, say, 27, that figure would get us to our soft cap. So if 27 people did that between now and next week, so it's not a huge amount of people, so it wouldn't take a lot to get it past its soft cap. I mean, ideally, instead of 27 people, I would prefer 100 people all to put in, say, 1 or 2 Ethereum. That would be better. So if you're watching this thinking Glenn's project hasn't taken off, we've still got a week left, and every Ethereum helps. So if you want to take part, if you want to help get this project off the ground, send Ethereum to the contract address. I believe I have put the contract address in the description down below, so you can just copy and paste it from there, or just go over to www.ether-homes.com. And yeah, you can help see this Ether Homes project off the ground. Many people have actually said to me, can't I just invest in you personally directly? Not through YouTube and stuff like that. Like, actually, some people on YouTube have commented and said that to me. But actually, one of my friends, he said, look, Glenn, I've got £30,000. Can't you just, what if I gave you £30,000? You create the company and you buy the house, you do everything, and we'll go halves. And I was like, yeah, could do. But obviously this excites me more because I want to be a big shareholder of the home token. And as well as the properties going up, the Ethereum that I leverage hopefully will go up over time. So that's going to mean that I can draw more funds from it and purchase more properties. And obviously you've got the whole properties going up, plus just receiving the rental income. So there's like 4 different ways of money going up or down, I suppose, whatever way you want to look at it. And I find it more appealing than just investing with someone. Can't figure it out to get free uni. River J says, stay the same. Cheers for that, River. I don't know what you mean by that. I wasn't planning on changing anytime soon. To get your free uni, what you have to do is you have to go over to Uniswap. Oh, I've gone off it. So go to Uniswap, click launch app. Is my message not showing for you? Not that I can see, mate. All I can see is it says stay the same. Yeah, and then what you want to do is you want to go over to where it says ... and you want to click claim uni. And it'll bring up this message and it will say enter the Ethereum address to trigger the uni claim. If the address has a claimable uni, it will be sent to them on submission. So then you want to go over to your MetaMask or whatever wallet you connected to uni, and you want to click copy to clipboard, and then you want to paste it. But you can see here it says address has no available claim. That is because for me, I've already claimed it. So that's my 400 there. But you should be able to click claim and it will come up with your MetaMask and a little message popping up saying confirm transaction. Glenn, another way to get advertisement on YouTube would be to search for a well-known interviewer on crypto tokens to interview on YouTube and give you a massive boost. Yeah. Once a soft cap is hit, can more tokens be made? I just want to know because say I have 10% of the tokens, can I get diluted once live? No. Once the 24th of September is hit, whatever tokens are created, that's it. So for it to hit its soft cap, we would need is about 300,000 home tokens. So that would be the total supply of home tokens. 300,000 is like the minimum. It can be more or less than that depending on exactly how much Ethereum is put in. Plus there's the 10% bonus. The most there could be is 4,000 Ethereum, I think. I can't work out how many home tokens that would be. I think 1 million. Oh, I can't remember off the top of my head. But that would generate, I think, 1.2 million pounds. Give Life says respond. I will do, mate, when I'm ready. Glenn is a well-known YouTuber. Thai, most Po people don't res 6. Respond. Okay, that is interesting. I'm now up for I wish you waited until November the 20th once the Hex thing happens. Oh. Jumping on the Hex big payday bandwagon. Jeez. I suppose there's going to be a lot of people thinking the same thing, actually. You can convert your Hex into Chainlink. Click this link below. Yeah, maybe I should have done it for like the rest of this year. Maybe I should have done it from now until January. But to be honest, I've done a video about buying Ether home tokens almost every day now for 3 weeks. And we're only 10% of the way through target. So I suppose over a long period of time, if I kept doing it, just drilling it over and over again, maybe I would have hit my target, I suppose. Or you could say I should have set a lower target or whatever. But if enough people don't believe in the project, then fair enough. Fair enough. Well, I can't say more than, if people said to me, Glenn, I don't like the way you went about it, I don't like the way you, I don't know, whatever it is, maybe they don't like me as a person, then so be it. It just means I've lost a bit of money and obviously I've spent time on it. That's all. There's no risk, no loss for anyone else. I would have put that Hex money into home tokens. Give Life says, thank you for responding. That's all right, mate. Is there any way of changing the deadline or not? Nope. It's once the contract went live, that's it. There was no amendments. I actually put it like that because I knew I'd be tempted to I could change the date or I could change the circulating supply or I could do this, and I didn't want that. I was like, no, I'm going to set it and that's it. and everyone will know exactly how it is. You can verify the smart contract yourself. You can view it on Etherscan. So anyone with the ability to read Ethereum code, they can verify this themselves. They don't have to trust me. They can go to Ether scan and go to Ether Homes and view the contract themselves. It's not you, Glenn. It's the gas fees. Blame those goddamn gas fees. But yeah, I just, like I say, we've had Ethereum the cheapest it's been for a while, and we've also, as of today, literally almost everyone in the whole cryptocurrency space and community has just received $1,500 for free. And if they still don't want to put that money into Ether Homes, which I've already said is safe, so literally the worst possible outcome that you can have from investing in my project is that I'm going to save some Ethereum in a wallet for you, so that come next week, you're going to receive that Ethereum back. Now, if Ethereum pumps or dumps in that time, then you'll get that back. So you might be like, oh, I forgot I had this 0.1 Ethereum. It's been sent back to me. Now, obviously, the whole idea isn't that, I start sending people Ethereum out. I mean, that's going to cost me money, because obviously the Ethereum fees are really high and I'm going to have to pay for every transaction to be returned. But, yeah, I know I can make a success of the business. I know it almost 100% that it would be a success. But if people don't believe in it, if people don't want to invest in it, I think some people just have got themselves in this rut where all they want to invest in is coins that they think are going to pump that day. And because I'm not offering that, I'm not offering a coin that's going to pump like 10x in one day. No one's interested. No one is interested. It may pump 10x in one day, I have no say over that, but because I'm not shouting it from the rooftops. I mean, if you look at, say, Hex, its main marketing is Hex, the coin that 120x'd within 3 months. That's their advertisement. Not that you own anything, or... Yeah, and a lot of projects do that. A lot of projects do it. But I haven't stooped to that level. I've said, look, this is a legit business with legit assets associated with the business, and you would own a share of that business legitimately through the UK government. And if that doesn't excite people enough, then I suppose I could just create a coin and say, hey guys, buy this coin, it's going to 12x by next week. And then when it doesn't, I go, oh, well, it pumped, it did 2x, you should be happy with that, sort of thing. I don't know. That's people's mentality, I suppose. I can't get the $3,000. I've never used Uniswap. Ugh, that's a shame, Julian. It sucks when everyone's getting money and you're not. River says, I'm not joking when I say this, but I will put all my Hex money, I have 1.7 million Hex, Jesus, into Home. If you start it back up again, please do. I'm really up for it though. Jeez. I can't. I can't. I'd have to literally start it all over again. I'd have to start a brand new contract up again, and I think the people that have invested the second time round, they won't want to know. But what I would say to you, River, is if you honestly feel like that, then why not put Ethereum into it now? And when your Hex comes through, then sell it for Ethereum back or whatever. So then you've got your Ethereum back. If I don't know, I can't change it. I can't. The only thing I could do is, if it fails on the 24th of September, I can start a new pre-sale all over again. All my money is tied up in... That's all right, mate. Only invest what you're willing to lose. Have you bought your first home yet, River? I'd be interested to. I would have bought my third one by the time you bought your first one, and you had like quadruple the money that I had to start off with. Well, I've done this live stream for 75 minutes now. Is there anything else anyone wants to ask me about Ether Homes? You've only got 5.5 days, so if there's something that you're thinking, oh, how does that work? And I'm not quite sure on this. I put it all on Willimer. Don't know what that means. I put it all on one, what, casino? An online, or you mean stocks and shares in William Hill? Stocks. Oh, okay. I thought you meant William Hill, like, I thought, geez, don't do that. It's up 70%. Jeez. That's big gains. But if you put it into Ether Homes is going to 10x. I can see it actually 3xing quite simply. Just because when you create a new liquidity pool, there's a lot of pump and like Telegram groups that will say, oh, new gem just dropped, and they'll list whatever coin is being. And once that gets out, and people just buy it just because they think, oh, this coin's going to pump, and then inherently it does because people think that. So yeah, quite simply do it. Especially obviously once there's an asset behind it as well, people will start to think, oh, this is legit. He's actually doing what he said he was going to do, and then that would get more people excited, and then people have to buy the tokens from the people that did actually invest in the pre-sale. I would imagine a lot of you, the ones that have invested so far, are actually gonna hold the tokens. Maybe you won't. Maybe once it pumps 1 or 2x, you'll be like, oh, I'm gonna sell mine. When is the deadline? The 24th of September at 10. So exactly 1 week today. King of Crypto says, no one will Ether Homes. It's complete garbage. It will never pump. It's a security. Yes, it is a security. I've advertised it as a security from the beginning, and I've said this is an STO, which means that it's a security token offering. I'm offering you a security because you're investing in something with the view or the expectation of receiving profits in the future. So because I'm saying that I will purchase properties using the funds raised and with the rental income, as long as the property is maintained and the figures all stack up, the profits will be shared out with token holders. So I am promising you a profit year on year, which means it's a security, which means that currently, unless I only approach credited investors worth something like 2.1 million from the United States, then I am illegally selling the token in the United States. I have said from the beginning that it is not for sale for people in the United States. It states it on the website, it states it in the frequently asked questions, it states it in the Telegram group chat, and I've said it in every YouTube video that I've ever mentioned. King of Crypto has brought up before that unless I'm creating a... Basically, I have to attempt to stop Americans investing in it using KYCs and AMLs and sort of pop-up windows on the website. But you're not buying anything from me. The contract address is posted on the website. I don't know who's sending money to that contract address. Sometimes I don't even know when people have sent money to it until I check it later that day. I don't know where it's come from. I don't know who it is. All I can see is the Ethereum address. So that is one way. I'm not listing on my website, oh, type in your long card number and account name and sort code and your address and all that on my website. All I've posted is the smart contract address. Now, that wouldn't be sufficient enough to get you past, obviously, the KYC process. But based on UK laws and European laws, so actually the European government, if you have a project that you're offering an STO, as long as you're not trying to raise more than, I believe it's something like 8 million euros, which is probably about $8 million worth, then it doesn't qualify, or it doesn't qualify as needing a KYC process and a prospectus to potential investors. So essentially what they're saying is you're too small. You're a small fry. It's not going to have a major impact on the economy if you raise this sort of money. Obviously, I'm looking to raise $35,000 or pounds, sorry, in the UK. So I well fall under that. And when I created the token with I set a hard cap of 1.2 million pounds based on Ethereum price. If Ethereum price goes up or down, that could actually hit $8 million dollars. But anyway, we're not getting anywhere near that. So I'm well within that. So as far as I'm aware, that I actually conform to all of the UK and European laws for raising funds within the EU. So at the moment, in their eyes, it's not deemed a security. If it was deemed a security by the UK government, then it also applies to international law. So therefore, it would be deemed a security in America if it was advertised to Americans. But because it's not deemed a security, America would have to deem my project a security first, then obviously look to take lawsuit action against the company or the project, and then it's up to them to obviously show whether I've taken due diligence, I suppose, or taking care to make sure that Americans don't invest. But I have done everything in my power that I can physically do within I mean, you're talking to create a KYC process for a website and give pop-up windows and warnings, and obviously to trace, you would need something that traces people's IP addresses so that you know that someone from America is viewing your website. And then that doesn't still stop them from being able to copy and paste the contract address. So then therefore I would have to sell it through the website. So then I'd have to create a merchant option. So I mean, you're talking like, I contacted a website development company for this, and I asked, and they said, oh, you're looking about 25 to 50,000 pounds. So I would have to create a pre-sale of, to investors to raise more than 50,000, like between 25 to 50,000 pounds, just so that I can create a website good enough to stop Americans investing in it, so that I can raise 35,000 pounds. It's mental. That is mental. And so hence why, obviously, I've tried my absolute utmost to create a honest, transparent project, because it should only become an issue if something fraudulent occurs, and therefore officials from America are alerted or warned or complained to about this project, and they feel that it's enough to warrant solicitors and lawyers that are on probably 35, 50,000 pounds an hour to contact me abroad. When I I have stuck to the letter of the law within my own country and also the whole of the European continent. So I feel pretty confident. It's not just that I'm playing dumb. I'm not just saying, oh, I don't know. I have looked into this, and I looked into it weeks before I decided what to do. So, yeah, I couldn't do it anymore. You have no KYC. You are illegally selling a security. Okay, so I think I've answered that question enough. So the deadline, River, is the 24th of September at 10 in the morning, which means from right now we've got about 5.5 days left, because today's almost over. I think it's got to be coming up for 10 at night now in the UK. So it would officially be 6 days. Well, yeah, it'd be 6.5 days exactly from now. From right now. And we're 10% of the way there. So we still need to hit 90%. 90%, so 9 times more than what I've raised in the first 3 weeks in the next 6 days. So you could say it's looking unlikely that it's actually even going to go ahead, which means it wouldn't have been created at all, which is fair enough. Like I said, I'll take that on the chin. Once I was watching a video with Chris Martin, the lead singer of Coldplay. He also writes all of their material. And I think it was, is it Michael Stern? Or the Howard Show or something like that. And he was saying to him, how long did it take you to write the song Yellow, which is their biggest hit? I think that's their biggest hit of all time. It was also their very first hit. He said, how long did it take you to write Yellow? And he went, 10 minutes, 15 minutes? He went, you wrote that in 10 minutes? He said, yeah. And he said, well, how did that come about? He said, I was sitting in a pub and I was going, look at the stars, look how they shine for you. He said, and then I went to the toilet and I sung it to someone in the toilet, and then I came back and wrote it on a napkin and wrote, hey guys, what do you think about this song? It's called Yellow and it's going to be about da-da-da-da. And they started tapping on the table, and then they eventually carried it on into the studio and he wrote it in 10 minutes. And he said, oh, wow, that's an amazing story. So you wrote one of the biggest hits in the last few years, within 10 minutes. What about Scientist? How long did that take you? And he went, 20 minutes. And he went, oh my God, another big hit. What about Fix You? And he said, yeah, that was an idea plan in my head for a couple of days beforehand. And then I just sat down and wrote down the words. Took me 10, 15 minutes. Anyway, so this is Chris Martin, Coldplay, one of the biggest bands in the world at the moment, have been for a few years now. Whether you like them or not, I'm not going to get into that. I love them. I love Coldplay. And he said, oh my God, how do you write all these classic, really good tunes, just knocking them out within 10 minutes? And he said, what you're not asking me is how many songs did I write before Yellow, before the group said, no, we're not going to go with that because it sounds crap. He said, I must have wrote 10,000 songs and no one wanted to play them because they sounded awful. He said, so it's very easy for you to just pick out the ones that succeeded, but you're forgetting all of the failures along the way. Now, this has made me sort of have a positive look on life. Like, if you try something and it fails, well, you're just one step closer to the one time that it does work. So this project may not succeed. It may not hit its soft cap. It may not get launched. But I've learned a lot in this process. So it's almost like a free learning curve, if you like, a free learning tool. Well, it's not free because it's cost me quite a bit of money. But yeah. I've enjoyed the process. I've liked learning, and I feel that it's going to do well for me. Maybe I'll create a project later on with another idea, and I'll know exactly how to start it, how to market it, how to sell it. Julian says failure is one step to the path of success. Yeah, so I'm not going to lose any sleep over it if it doesn't go through. I'd love it to go through because I know I'll make it a success. But if it doesn't, River said, if you advertise this well, you will definitely hot your target. It's getting out to the people is the hard bit. Yeah, I don't know. I think I would like to invest in your project, but not Ether Homes. Sometimes these videos that I produce, they get 150, 200 views. Now, let's just say that's people going in and out of the video. So let's say, and sometimes people click on it and they just go, oh, I don't know what he's talking about, and they come out of it. So let's just say 50. Out of those 150, 200, only 50 actual people are watching. Now, at the moment, there's 16 likes on this particular video, and there's 19 of you watching. But this video will upload later, and it will get more views today, tomorrow, the next day, the next day. And I look at it and I say, well, 18 people have transacted with the contract. That's not a lot. So I think, and I've posted it a lot on Twitter. I've been commenting on loads of big YouTuber or big Twitter people, whatever you want to call them. 20 now. Hey, mate, I made it. Brian. Thanks for joining, Brian. I'm glad you managed to make it. King of Crypto says, direct investment into Glenn. Well, message me privately, King of Crypto. I'm sure we can work something out if you want to set up a project together, 50-50 or however you want to do it. I'm more than interested to hear it. Brian says 20 now, so thank you for that. Hopefully we can get 20 likes on this video. We've got 17 at the moment. Yeah, so, it's had, I think the Telegram group chat has got 20 people in it for Ether Homes. I think the Twitter handle Ether Homes has got, I'm going to say 30 to 50 people in it. And obviously, like I say, I've mentioned Ether Homes in every video that I've done for about 3 weeks now. And obviously I was talking about it before I even thought of the concept. So, a good few hundred people have heard my idea. And only a handful of them, probably 15, have actually invested in it. And bearing in mind, one of them's me. There's only a small handful of people. So I think that there's different ways to advertise this. Being more of a pump coin would probably help it more. But because I've said something quite logical, strategic, mathematical, people don't like that. They want to hear you are going to be a millionaire soon as this goes live. And if I'd marketed it like that, I'd be lying, which means I'd be committing fraud. But that's what they want to hear. That is what everyone wants to hear, I'm afraid.